The Chess World Cup tiebreakers continue to be brutal for the Indian contingent because today we have seen more eliminations. And one of the major eliminations that we saw, Vidit Gujrathi. Now, Vidit Gujrathi was considered as one of the strong contenders in the Chess World Cup, but unfortunately, he lost in the 10+10 tiebreakers to Sam Shankland. Sam Shankland really put on a wonderful display of defending, and in the 10+10 game, in the second 10+10 tiebreaker, Vidit had a chance to go for the draw. There was a repetition in two moves, but then unfortunately what happened, he tried to be he was too excited to exert the pressure, and that is why unfortunately he fell. So that is why in a very tricky knight-bishop endgame, now Sam Shankland had the bishop, the pawn structure for Vidit Gujrathi was too weak, and because of that 1-2 blunders, especially with the king that he made and another with the knight that he made, it was compromised, and because of that Vidit Gujrathi, after having a good start in the Chess World Cup, he unfortunately has been eliminated, which means now the margin for error for the Indian contingent is very, very small. As the rounds progress, you're going to see more eliminations because now the competition's only going to get tougher. But Vidit's elimination from this Chess World Cup means his candidates' hopes for 2026 are over. He just can't progress because he didn't do well in the Grand Swiss, he didn't do well in the Chess World Cup, plus in the FIDE circuit, he's nowhere in the ratings. So that is why now we will see, after having featured in the candidates in 2024, Vidit will not be part of the 2026 candidates. But the one major upset that happened in the 15+10 tiebreaker was that Kartik Venkatraman beats Bogdan Daniel Diech to enter round 4. Now, Bogdan Daniel Diech has actually done well in the Grand Chess Tour, and because of that, Kartik Venkatraman, who did beat Arvind Chidambaram, is now through to the next round. Now, that's a huge accomplishment for India's 55th grandmaster. Remember, he had a lull for a brief period, but now in this Chess World Cup in Goa, Kartik Venkatraman has actually managed to ensure that he now joins the likes of Arjun Erigaisi, Pentala Harikrishna, Pragnananda, Pranav Venkatesh into the next round. So that is why this is a huge accomplishment for this grandmaster who has created some sort of ripples in the Chess World Cup. Beating Arvind Chidambaram was one of the key moments for him, and that's why now round 4 he will face a tougher opponent, but let's see how that pans out. But there was more bad news because SL Narayanan got eliminated. SL Narayanan tried to press against Yu Yangyi, but then unfortunately the Chinese number 2 player put on a very good show. He actually got him into the trap that was there, and in that tiebreaker, unfortunately, he got eliminated. So that is why SL Narayanan, after a very good Chess World Cup that he's had, remember, in the Grand Swiss, he didn't lose a single game, but he had 8 draws and then he had 2 wins. So that is why SL Narayanan's good run in the Chess World Cup has now come to an end. So that is why more Indian players have been eliminated in this round of the Chess World Cup. But Vidit's elimination will hurt, because he was viewed as one of the favorites, one of the contenders, I may add, to finish in the top 3 in the Chess World Cup. Now it's not happening anymore. So now, if you want to see more Indians in the fray, they will have to reach the semi-finals. But as you know, in the Chess World Cup, reaching the knockout stages requires a lot of grit, a lot of patience. Now, tomorrow is the rest day in the Chess World Cup, and that is why now it will be very, very interesting to see how things pan out after the rest day. From now, it will be round 4, then round 5, then you enter the knockout stages at this point in time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.